I just want to talk about this episode of Family Matters. I was watching with my wife, and it's been a while since we've watched TV. I'm pretty sure a lot of you, this episode is probably fresh on your mind. You've probably seen it before multiple times from the time I stopped watching cable TV till now. I mean, like, we just got cable TV, for so I could keep up with my my Walking Dead, to keep up with our Law and Order that we watch. And we just so happen to flip through the channels and see that they had Family Matters, along of with other shows as well. But this episode just really just hit me, concerning how television no longer has those morals in trying to teach the child or the youth, particular morals, nuggets that they could hold on to, and take through life. I don't think that it does. I don't think that television no longer has it. And if it does, I don't think that it has it in our color. Okay. If you haven't watched any of my videos, race is very important to me. The skin color is very important to me, because I feel that if you haven't watched the latest Clark doll test video, you need to watch it, and you see what the media does to our children. They have our children believing that that everything is bad. Everything about us is bad. Black people. Okay. But I'm gonna put that at the end of this video. In order for you to, if you haven't seen it, to check that out. But this episode just really struck home, and also, if this and they had this on a cable channel that I don't think that a lot of people, a lot of females would have access to. But it was mainly talking about this. You can see the female in here. The name is Vonda. Okay, that's with a V. And just who plays her is Danielle Nicolette. And you've probably seen her in Central Intelligence. She was Kevin Hart's high school sweetheart, I believe, and they got married. Many of you probably know her from Flash, the Flash TV show. She's the Detective West's love interest. Okay, those are the things that I've seen her in. She she's been making in the industry for a while. But there's a line at the well, not a line, but there's two scenes there where she's actually, this scene that you see where she's chasing Steve Urkel to seduce him, and Steve, he turns her down, and after turning her down, he tells her that you don't have to be easy to be popular. Okay. And it hits home for her, because she just feels like, matter of fact, she tries to argue with him, but he makes his point known, and I think it was just beautiful for me to see that on TV and sit there and wonder how many black girls are actually watching this, and if they do watch it, how long does it stick in their mind before it's stripped from their mind. And then there's the scene where, Eddie Winslow, he brings Vonda to the I think it's the restaurant or diner or whatever you'll call it. And Steve Urkel says, so did you tell Eddie the good news, that you decided to change? And she's kind of hesitant, but she lets her know, hey, I'm not gonna be easy. She stands up to him. Even though Eddie is a kind of neutral character, meaning that he's not so good, and at the same time he's not so bad. He's just a child that's still trying to learn his place in the world, which would make him not so violent. Because when a lot of women step up to a guy and tell them that this is not what I'm going to do, it backfires. And this is why a lot of women are scared to say anything to a lot of guys that they date, and they just go right along with doing whatever the guy wants them to do. And this is why we have to have a lot of men seminars. We have to talk to the young men and get their heads on straight, so that they can understand how to treat a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Because when they get with a white woman, they could do those things to a white woman without the white woman feeling kind of degraded, because that's the kind of shit that they love to do. They love to do those types of things on first dates. Black women not so much. It may appear that way, but they're only doing that because they feel that the white woman is competition. The black woman, you do not have to compete with the white woman. Any black man who feels that you have to compete with the white woman, he is lost. Even when Trick Daddy said what he did, when he said what he said about how the black woman needs to step up, and the other races of women are outperforming you in looks, in in every aspect that you were normally accustomed to. He was out of line for saying that, because a lot of black women are really returning to consciousness. They're returning to a mind state of getting for themselves while they can, even with government assistance. You know what I'm saying? People can talk about that however, as much as they want to, but there are a lot of women, black women, that's pimping the system. They're bucking the system, and they're making the government assistance work for them instead of against them. They're actually using it for what it's for, as a stepping tool to get to their independence. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it's not like that where you're from, but where I'm from, a lot of black women are stepping outside of the status quo concerning government assistance, and they're getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna make this video longer than I have to. Links, I'm gonna put them in the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.